If there is one person in the last decade who has had a consistent record at the box office and quality of work despite just minor blips, it has to be Aamir Khan. Insiders, general trade experts, and audiences will attest to the fact that the actor is one of the few talents that actually has a sense of screenplay and what might resonate with the masses. A 14-year battle to get the rights to remake Forrest Gump and 4 years in the making, there has been typical negativity around social media with merely the association of Aamir Khan and the project, and a sense of skepticism on the very fact that a beloved film like Forrest Gump is being remade. Political frustration and animosity aside that I will not get into, what many in this country don't realize is that the world is not restricted to our bubble of social media, and those who think that even the most remote parts of this country have seen Forrest Gump would be absolutely naive. The truth is that the majority of this country has not seen the 1994 film, and Atul Kulkarni's attempt to adapt the film to an Indian context, especially for those who have not seen the original film, will be an interesting case study on how a universal story tweaked to suit the demographic of a country may work wonders. As most of the audience on this channel actively watches content across the globe, the skepticism is justified because of how we connected with the original film and can create parallels with several of the glimpses that we saw in the Laal Singh Chaddha trailer. I think with all the expectations, absolute toxicity around the film, and the expectations of Aamir Khan returning to theatres after 4 years, it will only be fair to tell you what I liked and disliked about the trailer in this order. So let's get to it. What I loved about it. I loved Mona Singh and Lal's formative years. My favorite portion of the trailer was the dynamic that was highlighted between Mona Singh and a little Lal. What really connected with audiences in the original film was Sally Field's portrayal of Forrest's mother, and her constant reminder to her child that he isn't any different from the other kids. This always led to Forrest being bewildered on why he was treated differently. If his own mother believed in him to be self-sufficient and quote-unquote normal, he could not comprehend why he was being looked at from a different gaze. I think the casting of the little Lal is spot on, and the relationship between the mother and the son really looks heartfelt and grounded, establishing the foundation of the film's characters and why Lal becomes the individual that he is. It's also just lovely to see Mona Singh in films. I think we see far too little of her on the big screen. The music. I am an absolute sucker for the music that has come out for the film. Trust only Aamir Khan to play peacekeeper between T-Series and Sonu Nigam for them to create magic again for a storyline where he is playing the lead. A heartfelt, feel-good storyline requires a music album that seems like a warm hug that invariably leads to a smile on your face, and I think Preetham has really contributed to creating the vibe necessary for a movie like Laal Singh Chaddha. Kahani and Main Ki Kara are beautiful songs that I think will really account for great moments in the film's screenplay. I don't think they are knockout songs that will go extremely viral, but it fits perfectly with the theme of the movie. Heartfelt, feel-good storylines and their rarity. I love the fact that the trailer, especially for those who have not seen Forrest Gump, did not reveal anything despite highlighting the several milestones Lal achieves. It will genuinely surprise those who will be first introduced to this story of how it transpires on the big screen. The sheer rarity of movies in Hindi cinema that fall in the category of feel-good cinema is actually a travesty. Other than Rajkumar Hirani's filmography, besides Sanju, there is such a dearth of feel-good cinema that one can re-watch again and again. The last ones that I can remember are Queen, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, and probably Bareli Ki Barfi. With the saturation of bloody thrillers and biopics, I genuinely feel we have become so conditioned to analyze, decipher, and dig deep in character and storyline motives that we have lost out on cinema that just lets us be, and Laal Singh Chaddha seems to be a chapter from that book. A heartfelt human story across decades of love and triumph, and I think especially for those who have not seen the original film, this movie may resonate with them, strictly from a storyline standpoint. But let's get to brass tacks and how I naturally reacted to the trailer. This is a space of people who watch cinema, so we need to call a spade and highlight those jarring elements that we probably found uncomfortable or simply being truthful to what we found missing. What I didn't like about the trailer. Bollywood Punjabi again. I understand that this is Hindi cinema and one needs for it to be comprehended by the large section of the population. But Laal Singh Chaddha and at least the glimpse of the interaction between characters seems like another addition to Bollywood Punjabi, where the characters do the bare minimum in order to highlight people from the state. See, I understand that it's a balancing act. Sonchareya was heavily criticized and ignored by the masses because some people could not comprehend what was being said. Whereas you have something like Shersha, which seemed like a crash course for a noob in Punjabi. So big commercial projects need to make it palatable for the masses. But 4 years in a project, I felt at least for Laal's character, the accent and dialect should have been a little more authentic, rather than what was showcased at least in the trailer. Caricaturish portrayal of differently abled individuals. Many people have highlighted that the glimpse of Aamir in the trailer reminded them of the portrayals he has done previously, one which includes the stammering of Summer from Dhoom 3 and the other includes the wide-eyed wonder in the eyes of PK. I think it's a fair criticism of the glimpse we have seen of the film. You know what I think the problem is? There is a belief or a notion with respect to the portrayal of differently abled characters and how if you do a projection of sincerity, which can be denoted with a perpetual smile and wide eyes in this case, it will translate with the masses. But I am of the notion that it actually comes across as artificial and more of a caricaturish portrayal. The rushes of Laal as a young boy and as a more mature man with a beard still seem grounded and believable. But the movie will focus on this version of Laal the most, and I feel like Aamir is overcompensating with theatrics and energy that takes away from the understated approach taken by Tom Hanks in the entirety of the film. One state can be denoted by simply reacting rather than taking the approach of being animated all the time. I hope this is not the case for the film in its entirety, but my skepticism really peaked when I could see remnants of Aamir's previous characters in Laal Singh as well. I liked the integration and approach of characters like Kareena playing Jenny and Chaitanya playing Baba. If there are more surprises with the supporting cast, I honestly cannot wait to witness it on the big screen. To have spent so much time on a project, Aamir Khan may have seen great potential in this storyline being universally accepted, and I genuinely feel for those who have not seen the first film will connect with the inspiring journey. However, the over-the-top theatrics and expressions do take away from what made the character so memorable. I hope it's not the case of the film's quality in its entirety and it delivers an emotional ride across decades for which there will always be takers, if done right. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the trailer. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.